Help her right now.
She just wanted to know if she's getting a pie for Christmas.
Probably. Sit down. Relax. Get him a gallon of milk.
What can I do for you?
Nothing is ever as bad as what it seems.
That's right.
It is.
What? I've had women ask me everything in my life, so you won't shock me.
And plus, you know her.
What do you want to know?
What do I want to know?
What's that?
I kind of goofed. You know,
You want to what?
I kind of goofed. Yeah.
I kind of goofed. Sit down, man.
Oh.
This is not just the kind of goofed, but we'll call it that.
Hang on. Let me get a chair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. This is a get a chair and get him something to drink kind of moment, Mom. This isn't. I kind of goofed this.
Let me sit down over here.
Yeah, sit down. I'll get you something. It's like relax, tell him, but it's like, yeah, you tell him, I'll shut the fuck up.
Sit down, Addie. Look, don't move the chair. I can sit right here.
You can sit right there.
Okay, I'm half deaf, so okay. What do you want to ask?
Well, I need some help with the house.
With the house?
Yes,
Which house?
my house on South 26th Street.
Oh, you still have that house?
Yeah,
Who's living there now?
nobody.
Why are you living here then?
I've been here for 4 years.
Yeah, but why? If you have a house, why are you here?
Well, yeah. Anyway, so I turned the heat down and the pipe erupted. Michael went over there just in time, thought, you're just going to get the water on, and it's not, and the pipe busted in the house.
Yep,
There's
okay.
somebody in the house. Okay,
But why are you living here if you have a house?
well, I moved in here about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yep.
About that time when I moved out of the house, my grandson was living in Iowa, and he came home because he thought he was going to die, and all that, and Michael's taking care of him at the house, and I guess I thought that they would do better if I moved out,
Okay.
so I did. I went over to the 4th Street house. Kids were in Africa yet, came back, and then, I wasn't going to live with anybody, so I got an apartment. Anyway, I've been putting things off, and I went over there to turn the heat on today, and the pipe busted just before he got there today. So the house
Right.
wasn't
Okay.
flooded or
So
anything.
you have a water pipe broke.
I have
That's-
a water pipe broke. That's part of
That's fine, whatever.
So you could shut the
That's
water
solvable,
off.
did, whatever. Got the oven running to try to just thaw it out right now.
Okay.
But there's a second bigger issue, and you're the only person I think can help you. And honestly, if you can't just by recommending and tell them what your real issue is.
So is the heat on at all?
No.
No.
I put the
It's
oven
wa-
on
I
right
got
now.
water
Well,
heat.
why turn the furnace on?
I got the hot water heat.
It's water
Oh,
heat and the
radiator.
pipes are burst.
Radiator.
So
Radiator.
basically, so I put that in. But put that on the side. That's the immediate thing. For me, literally telling her last night, and I was sick last night, and this and that, I go, I need to get over to your house. I go, and I didn't realize how cold it is. I go, your house, you got to take care of it. But the big story is something different. And the bottom line is, my mother was also my dad's wife. My dad dealt with something very similar to what I just went through for the last 5 years, decade or since my dad's dead. And the reality of this is, she was supposed to sign over the house to me. I refurbished the house, was fixing all the stuff. My sisters told her to sell it as is for like 70 grand. I go, Mom, you don't really have that much work to do in the house. We put in some hardwood floors, me and Ike. We did the whole house from top to bottom, cleaned it, whatever, this and that. When push came to shove, she decided not to sign the house over to me. So I told her, Mom, I put all my money in. I made $100,000 2 years in a row. I put it all into refurbishing the house. It's like a $250,000 house. My credit's going to shit because I can't work.
Yep.
Da 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 da. You need to sign the house. For some reason, she refused to do it. Don't know why. That's besides the point. But bottom line is, the fucker got pissed at me at City Hall, and they started to fine her $250 a day
For what?
for something that would have took one afternoon to fix. But I told her I can't fix it until she's taken care of the paperwork because she's leaving me hanging, and everybody is telling me
What has to be fixed?
just a deck finished, and it's all there. It can be done in hours. So I'm holding over.
No, I mean exterior work.
Yeah, an exterior deck. Basically, that's it. Sealed up. The house can be sold, and the pipes fixed, and the house can be sold. But she rolled it to a thing.
But the thing at City Hall, somebody had to put a complaint in City Hall for this inspector to go there.
Sure. That's besides. That happened years ago because of a thing and whatever, and it started as a weed thing and whatever, and then Tim Iraq got a little hard on and decided to fuck with me. And this escalated a couple weeks because I was turning onto Indiana Avenue the day before it officially opened. He's blocking me in his big white fucking pickup truck, looking at me.
Blocking?
Tim Iraq. Okay? And what does he go to me?
Tim's a
The
dick.
road's fucking closed. And I just look at him, and I have a passenger in my car. I had to drop off there. I go like this. He pulls out. I go back. There's a huge pile of paperwork in the fucking mail. I didn't even look at it. I go, you gotta go fucking take care of this time. And the bottom line is, this is about 2 weeks ago. So I've been telling her, this has to be taken care of again. It's going to be up to about $250,000 or more in what you owe the city now. Because he's vindictive on this whole shit.
So what does the city say you owe?
Tell him what you just did this week to make this a major issue. It's not, the city says we owe way more than the house is. But that's not the problem. She lied to me all week and didn't tell me, as I'm begging her and telling her I haven't been back to the house in almost 4 months. Other than because I can't go there because it's not my house anymore, and she has to take care of it, and I have other family members, and it's bankrupting me. I can't take care of anything, and it keeps on fucking bankrupting me when I take care of it.
So Eddie, so your other children that's complaining, let's say about Mike, are they stepping forward to buy the house or anything? Then they shouldn't open their mouths.
Right.
And then you have to talk to the city to explain your health, you haven't been able to do it, whatever. I know there's a person on Folger Court, that place has to be 1,000 times worse than your house, and they haven't gotten a fine.
But here's the thing, Jerry. Here's where she escalates this, and it's the same thing. This is why brunettes went down. She can't tell my dad the truth ever because my dad gets mad. So she makes all the executive decisions. What did you do 5 days ago?
You had a wild party?
What she did wasn't bad, but the fact that she didn't tell me was and caused this. What she did was good. But lying to me and not telling me when I sat here all day, all but threatening to destroy her whole family if she doesn't take action, she sat here and didn't tell me the truth.
Your family isn't any different than mine. I've got
Right.
brothers that are assholes. I got a sister that's a bitch.
So just tell them, Mom.
And
get
they've done the same shit to me, and they've done other stuff. You know, don't worry about it. Number
It's
one.
not going to be a big deal.
Number
It just-
one, you have to approach the city, see what they'll waive. Yes, you got the.
They already said they would.
Okay.
And then she didn't tell me, but they told her she has to sell the house within 30 days. So while I'm pressuring her to set it, they said they would waive it if she sold the house in 30 days.
Okay.
Perfect, right? I want the fucking thing gone. And whatever, because she's never going to give it to me. And get it out of here.
Now, You don't wanna give the house to Mike, yes or no?
I wanna give him half of the house, yes. Whatever I get, I'm giving him half. But I will pay you for the work you couldn't
What's
help
the
me
other,
with right
what's
now.
the other half?
I don't know how much. We have to get an appraiser to see how much it's worth.
I don't want any of it, Jerry.
Oh,
I don't want
Oh,
any of it.
Okay, Addie, here I'll tell you. My mother, she passed away at 92. When she was about 90 years old, 89, I told her my brother Donnie was on the farm. He left college. He was going to be a veterinarian. My dad needed him. He left college. He was an honor student. He was an A student. He was going to be a vet. He came home to help on the farm. Well, I got a couple brothers. They bitched because my mother gave him everything. Big deal. He spent 40 years on the farm. He was there for her.
Yeah.
For her needs.
yes, right.
You know, if they're jealous because, and my older brother's done everything possible. He's called OSHA. He called the sheriff department on him. He's called federal government to get his books audited. He got the state audited. Well, told my older brother, come here, do the shit to me. I'll knock you on your ass. Don't mess with me. So if it's, that's the last one. So if there's other kids, if they're jealous, that's their own problem. If you give it to Mike, this is your choice.
Yes.
I don't, Jerry, it's not a point of the giving right now at that point. It's the point where
You can have it, Addie. You can sell the house to somebody. They fix it up. You have the option to buy it back in X amount of time and pay for the improvements you made on the house. You get the city off your back. You get your family members off the back.
My family members aren't on my back.
she did this all on her own because she was worried I'd get mad to her. So she literally, going into COVID, sat in a window at my sister's house, had my sister tell her I wasn't there, and she refused to go over to the bank and to arrange to sign it over. That was going into COVID, and she watched as my credit rating went down to 0 because I couldn't drive or anything, and I put all my money, I made $100,000 2 years in a row and put it all into the house.
So, what do you want to do, Addie?
It's
What's going to make you happy?
Sell the house.
To sell the house?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mhm.
then sell the house. Now, what do you need? An appraisal? Okay, I'll talk to Chris Shane. He knows appraisals. He's works with realtors, whatever. They'll get you a fair value price, what you think it's worth.
Okay. I guess that's what I need is fair value price.
Okay.
Anything.
Anything.
Okay.
It needs to just be gone, so it's not my albatross. And she refuses to take care of my sisters are pretending it's my issue.
So you gotta find something that makes you happy. And you don't worry about it. I don't worry about nothing. I just take care of all my good family members and everybody else. I have no problems.
But she knew she had to sell it within 30 days, and
Yes.
she still wasn't telling me.
Hang on. Hang on. Oh. So you warm enough up here? Hey, I need your little help. I have an old customer, good friend. She has a house, and she needs an appraisal on. She has to get rid of it in 30 days, because the city's she hasn't lived there in years. The city's put it this way: the city practiced discrimination. You know it, and they pick on her. And she's gotten fines from the city, and there's probably 5,000 homes that have a hell of a lot more violations, and they never get a letter. So she needs a fair appraisal of the house, and to see who would you sell it with at a fair market price within 30 days as is.
Mm-hmm.
The heat wasn't on, and a water pipe broke. It's hot water heat. You can't do what? Sell as is? No. But you know appraisers, right? Or talk to your realtor that who you enjoy working with. And if you want, we will look at the house and, okay, just let me know. Okay, bye. Okay, he can't do appraisals. You know, that thing, but realtors don't have appraisals.
I know nothing about this other than the fact that
I get a letter all the time. We want to buy your house as is.
You know what he called me? He called me, I was a Madeline, somebody named Madeline. I was a rich bitch, Madeline.
Oh,
who called
who
you
called
that?
you that?
The city appraiser did.
The city appraiser. Number one, he can't do that. Number two, you can call him a cocksucker then.
Who called you that?
Somebody told me that.
What do you mean somebody told you?
I was,
Be honest, Mom.
I'm trying to be
once.
Michael,
But
and I
just let
get a
her
lot of
think.
shit.
Mm.
But that was what he more or less said.
I spent 6 hours this morning lettering her, I think. That's what I called
When you think of it, who told you that, called you Madeline, they have no right to do that. That's like calling somebody a racial bastard.
Jerry, when I knew I had to go over fix the pipes, I spent since last night talking to her and trying to get her to be truthful with me. And they burst within a couple
She
hours.
doesn't want to give you the headaches. Those
That's-
are nice pants.
Either
Don't
way
you
around
avoid
it.
those.
But bottom line is, Mom, that's neither here nor there right now. The whole point is, yeah, they were fucking with you. That isn't a question of it, okay? That's a fact. We know that. And I was handling that end of it, but you decided to do exactly what you did to Dad. Every single decision that was made. And you didn't tell
the
me.
city is treating you the way they treated Don Sweeto from D&M Plumbing. He donated so much to the city, and he had people that owed him over $1 million, and he didn't have the money to pay bills, so he filed foreclosure. Big write-up in the press, a crucifixion. Wait a minute, everything that he did? What do you think it did?
It is literally what they're doing because the mayor's former secretary lives in the thing next door, and a former fucking fire chief owns that thing, and they're the ones that originally did this over some weed. And when Ira comes, I go, "What fucking weed is?" He goes, "I don't know what weed is," but I had to rip up the whole yard from that. And then while he was there, then all of a sudden he looked at the deck she had for years and go, "This isn't built right. This has to be rebuilt." So then I rebuilt the deck, and as soon as I fixed the deck, he comes. Right when I finish it, because she called him that I finished it, and he comes, "You just built the deck without a permit?" I go, "No, I just rebuilt it."
Replaced what?
I replaced the rotten wood, and he goes, "You have to tear it down right now." So I literally had to tear it down that day, and that was 3 years ago, and I've been battling off because I go off and on, and I stopped work because I was being scapegoated by my entire family on this and villainized because she wasn't being truthful, and whatever.
But if it costs under $600, you don't have to get a permit.
Jerry,
But you're not.
that's not the question. They were purposely fucking with this. That's not a question. They were on every step, and literally, I even had cops parked outside when it was deadline time for me to be working after hours kind of shit, you know what I mean? They literally were putting screws on big time.
That's
They
City
want
Hall.
her house gone. And I can fight that, but I can't when she's not telling me the truth.
Yeah, tell her everything.
And literally, she was lying to me for the past...
Do you have an attorney?
I'm not involved in this
Okay,
anymore.
I know. Do you have an attorney at all?
No.
Maybe for $1,000 or $2,000. You have an attorney. The City Hall deals with an attorney. They have a different face.
I know. But I mean, I appreciate Jerry. But the bottom line is, wasn't even going to tell me that she had a 30-day deadline.
So when's the deadline up?
December 30th.
December 30th?
How can that-
And what? Okay.
Well,
Okay.
it's not that it, like, I talked to Laura Henning, and she said it's not that it has to be sold by December 30th, but I have to have a sign up and a realtor assigned to sell it, by the end of
Okay.
December. And then,
That's
but it has to be, and I call her when I get the realtor, to let her know
No,
that I got the realtor.
Who told you this?
Laura Henning. I talked to Laura Henning.
Who's that? The county treasurer?
Yeah.
Does she give you a letter for that?
Did she send me a letter?
Yeah. To anything in writing?
Yeah, I know. I got a letter from the whatchamajigger from the thing saying that call Laura Henning.
Okay, you have that in writing.
Yeah.
If you want, I'll go and talk to Laura Henning at the county treasurer.
Okay, because I've talked to her several times, and she's the one who gave me the go ahead to say, put it on the market, and I'll.
Okay. Are the taxes all paid off?
No, they're not.
I had paid them up current, and then I let them lapse because
For this year, they're not paid.
they're
For
3
last
years
year.
behind now because I quit paying on them. I paid a ton of money on them. I paid off all their back taxes. It was a lot of money, and then it got cleared up. But when she wasn't taking care of it and she's lying to my sisters, I told her I'm not going to do that anymore because I can't. And the reason I couldn't come over and help you, Jerry, I'm driving day to day just to save my life and not be homeless. And she's
So
throwing me down the
if you
sewer.
want, it should be notarized. If you want, I'll go to the county courthouse with you. Talk to Laura Henning. I'll ask her to put it in writing what you have to do.
Well, she talked to me. She told me what I had to do on the phone. Yeah.
But you didn't
but-
tell me
but-
the truth
but-
even until Jerry just
but-
talked to you.
Maybe tomorrow. It's gonna be a little warmer. We'll go to the courthouse, and Mike can come along. Whatever. I don't care if you want me to. We'll talk to her face to face. Ask her to have it in writing. You need it for the city. This shit. She talked to somebody at the city. They talked to somebody at the city. Oh, and you go to court. Oh, I don't remember that. No, get it in writing. I went through this in my first divorce, where my ex's name was on the taxes. My attorney told me not to pay the taxes. My ex is liable for half of it, so I didn't pay him. Well, my divorce settlement was 7.5 years. The taxes weren't paid. They started foreclosure on me. My dad was pissed because my name wasn't on there. I did what my attorney told me to do. Don't pay your taxes. Your ex is alive. She didn't pay a dime. And then you get all the interest, and that's what crucifies you. So anyways, if you want to go tomorrow morning, we go tomorrow morning. Then you get a good night's rest. All right?
Thank you.
So you tell me what time is good. Friday, I have to leave for Texas. So I'm going to be gone like almost 2 weeks.
Okay. Anytime tomorrow morning I can be ready.
9 o'clock good?
9 o'clock's fine.
The sun's a little warmer by 9.
I'll be ready at 9.
Okay. We'll
Okay.
do it at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
So, now my grandmother say take a shot of blackberry brandy and you'll feel better.
Yeah, right.
Got cold hands?
No.
Nervous?
Oh yeah.
Remember, life is good. You only live it once. Okay.
And nothing is as bad as. Honestly, I'm glad all this
So
happened
3
right now. So it
years.
can
I
get
think
solved.
3 years they can't foreclose on you yet. It has to be 5.
I'm not worried about that at
So
all,
you can
Jerry.
make payments on it.
Not worried about that. I just want the house gone. I don't ever want to see it again.
So the house is totally empty. Nobody's
No.
lived there for how long?
I was living there until just recently, and I quit staying there because I couldn't take it anymore because this is all mounting and she wasn't taking care of it, and no matter what I was going to lose
So the
the
heat was
house.
shut off or turned down?
I didn't turn it on yet because I haven't been back there because I've
Oh.
been begging my mom to tell me the truth about what's
I do
going
that
on
at
in
the
the
restaurant.
house.
I shut my gas off all
But here's
summer.
what happened, Jerry.
I do it at my house too. Why have the heat meter on?
Upstairs,
Yeah.
I had a fucking piece of pink foam for the window because that window broke when I was fixing it and it's there. Somebody came in and took the tape off and that window wasn't on there. And the heat wasn't on. And by the amount of water that's out there, it had to happen this morning. And I'm literally telling her it's going to burst, and I'm trying to get her to tell me the truth. And she literally, even when you were here.
So, anyways, well, we'll see how much damage. I'll talk to Chris. Maybe you can show me and Chris the house what has to be done. What do you need, a plumber to fix the heat or what?
How the fuck do I know?
Okay.
I mean, the bottom line is it's.
And my friend Jack just went to Florida.
It's in wall.
It's in the wall.
It's in wall aluminum tubing, like half-inch copper tubing. It's in wall copper tubing, the whole house, upstairs, downstairs, and basically.
But if it would break in one spot.
It broke in a bunch of spots. I can tell, and it's like this happened before. This happened to me before, Jerry. My sister had me come to Green Bay.
Oh.
When I came back, she said she needed help. I was coming back the next day. I gotta get home. I go with this and that. She was in Africa. When I came home, the heat went. Somebody came and turned off the second day. I'm coming back from Green Bay. I have a bus at like 9 or 10 in the morning. My sister's giving me a ride the bus. She's dawdling. And all of a sudden I go, why are you driving like 15 miles an hour? My bus is starting to pull away. We kept right there and it's like, oh, you missed your bus. I'm like, what the fuck? You did that on purpose. I go back to her house. Next day I take the bus home. I get out. Got to the store. All the water was frozen in there and it's all had been running all night.
That's a mess.
But literally, that wasn't an accident. Somebody turned the heat off when I came up to Green Bay, and that resulted. A month I laid there with no heat, nobody came and visited. Nobody helped. It eventually got taken care of. Bottom line is, this time, it just needs to, I don't care. I don't care if the house doesn't get $1, Jerry. I literally don't care. I just want somebody to.
You just have to take care of your mom. That's it.
I just need it to be solved.
Yeah.
I don't care, and I appreciate you coming over, but I literally don't know who to call or this and that, and because mostly you're the right person to call. I'll say that. I think.
Well,
so.
I'll see you tomorrow morning. You
Yeah.
got dinner for tonight? Okay. It won't be BJ's quality, but I can get you some food if you need something.
No, Jerry, I don't really need anything, but thank you.
Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Of course.
What'd you do?
Nothing. I went over to my daughter's house.
Diane?
No Alice. No Tracy.
Oh,
Younger one.
okay. The baby.
Before Rick.
Her freezer is filled with nothing. She won't even drink this because it's not whole milk. She's got 12 frozen these and 12 frozen these.
Good.
She won't eat them
Why?
I eat them every once in a while.
because they taste like shit.
They don't.
I wouldn't
taste
eat shit
It's
either.
the Meals on Wheels.
Anyways, give your Michael, give your mother my number. She can call me.
Absolutely, Jerry.
So anyways, that's about it. Problems are minor. You can always fix problems.
And the fact that, Mom, you didn't even tell me, and don't get mad, and don't get me mad at Jerry for saying this, but it's like, this is literally what I've been trying to do for the last 3 years, is trying to get answers out of her. She didn't even tell me the truth about the fact that they told her she didn't
doesn't
have to
want
sell
you to
it.
worry, maybe.
No, that's not true. That's all she's been doing is making me worry.
I don't even have a business card.
It's why I haven't been able to help you, because it's like I can't
What
sleep
restaurant?
at night, Jerry.
What's that?
What restaurant do you want?
No, not a restaurant. No.
Yeah, Michael said that you have a good job. That you were.
I got a card for the new city planner.
Yeah.
I have to talk to them because they've been discriminating me for 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
For
That's
opening
for
some
sure.
shit. There's certain people that they enjoy
You're never
picking.
going to open that place.
If I get my drive-through built, I got 50 to 100 grand
a
of
drive-through
building
to
material
where?
No,
across you for my restaurant. You don't have to. What is today? It's what the future. 20 years ago, I could vision a drive-through back in 1978 when the bike shop was next door,
Yeah,
Bob Patterson came over and asked me if I wanted to buy it. I said yes. We agreed upon the price. That spring, Dick Warren listed it more than twice, double the numbers. Then the roof collapsed on it. Waited a year. Gene Speck bought the building for $3,000 more than Bob Patterson and I said. I would have paid that $3,000. My vision was to add on to the east of the restaurant,
right.
put a drive-through on the side for pickup orders. This was '78. I had a vision what drive-throughs were, what everybody, the next generation wants. Why is McDonald's, Burger King, 90% of their business is drive-through?
Yeah, now it's all.
Yeah.
Everybody's in a hurry.
But all you have to do is have your house listed in 30 days, and now it has to be repaired in 30. That's the hardest part, is getting it repaired, because I don't have the money.
Anyways,
I don't have the money to do it, or the desire.
I'll talk to Chris maybe tomorrow when he has a window open. Go look at the damage. So you have the oven on?
Yeah.
Ain't gonna do shit. You got any electric heaters?
I don't, because I
I
gave
have
them
a
all
couple.
away.
You want to stop and get a couple? I got
don't
one
want
at
Jerry, I don't ever want to see the house again. I've
Well,
been dealing with this for
the oven
7
is not a good
years.
thing for it. Heat, but I give you
I
an
know
electric
it's
heater.
not,
It's
Jerry,
called
I
a
know
milk
it's
house.
not. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
called a milk house heater. It's a
Yeah,
little
good. I'll go.
plug-in.
Yeah, do it. No, I understand.
Do you
I
want-
had a dozen heaters in there from the last time. They're gone now.
So, I get you 2 little heaters. And my heater,
Honestly.
my furnace went out last week, and Jack was here, and we threw it in quick.
This is me not working for a day, and I'm living from day to day
Let me
just to
see
keep
if I call Tim
have enough
Mulder.
money.
He's an affordable furnace guy. Oh. Who picked out the colors in here? Nice colors. Was it painted this way?
Are you calling her phone? I think I hear your phone ringing, Mom. Or is that just, or is that, oh, that's Jerry's phone. Jerry, yeah. It's so quiet in here. God.
Hey Tim, Jerry from BJ's. I don't know if you were deer hunting or whatever. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving, you and your family. Give me that I have an emergency about a furnace. I need somebody. Phone number 920-316-8836. Thanks, Tim. Okay.
And it's not me she doesn't want to worry, because she's done nothing but me worrying and me crying and telling her and going insane over this, and she's been doing it to me for 5 years now. She doesn't want to worry my sister Tracy, who's a raving cunt, and she's afraid to tell her the truth on anything.
Anyways. What else is doing? Nothing?
True or false, Mom? I asked the guy.
Okay, can she be on?
Yeah. But she literally never tells me the truth.
You were our favorite substitute, and shout
And I'm
out
trying to be
Mr. Shout
mean,
out
but
Sal.
that's, thank you. I
Cool.
finally
What was
find
I wearing?
people.
Nobody's
You were
here
wearing a
than
shirt
me.
that said make peace
Yeah,
not
right.
war, and it had a big peace sign.
Okay, and why
Been
was I
very
your
nice and
favorite?
Very great
Because you're
about
really
it. I'm just
fun,
very
and you
upset
helped
right
us.
now. To say
Okay,
the
cool.
least.
Thanks.
And I
Have a great day. Bye bye.
Jerry, BJ's. I should get you my card.
Just put the phone number.
Hang on, no, let me. I don't have my card.
And back to, I'm gonna ask, who said that you? Who at City Hall said what? I'm asking a question. You never answer my questions, Mom.
Because I
Can
don't
you read that?
remember.
316-8836.
Yeah,
But you can't even tell me the context of it. You're just saying randomly somebody said you're a rich bitch.
Anyways,
Yeah.
look at everything.
Well, thanks, Jerry.
Tomorrow morning. Michael, I'll give you a call later if I hear from Chris if he wants to look at it tonight.
Call her. I don't want anything to do with the house, Jerry. I'm washing my hands of this. Her daughter Tracy and Allison get to help her from now on.
Daddy, I don't usually take a woman's number.
1925.
But I can't take it anymore, Jerry.
Hang on. 920
917-5176.
917. What's the last four?
5176.
5176.
Right.
We'll hear if your phone rings.
My yoga teacher wants me to get a shrink. Because we're both having nervous breakdowns. She
Yeah,
got
just
one
right.
too.
Okay. Now you got my number right there. Okay, we got it. So if you want to call me, give me a call. We got it. We're done? No other questions?
Should I grab a heater?
These are minor problems. Just, if you were Joe Biden, you have bigger headaches.
Well, Joe Biden, I wouldn't know I had a problem.
Anyways.
Can I grab a heater from you, Jerry?
What's that?
You said you had this heater thing.
Oh, you
I
want
might
it?
as well do that. Well, yeah.
We have to go to the restaurant first. I gotta find it, and then I gotta go to my house.
Sure, all good. I got time. I'm.
So you're gonna take it to the house then?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'll meet you at the restaurant. I'll have the door
All right.
open. I gotta find it first.
All right.
Which way is out?
Straight ahead. Thanks. Thanks. Yeah.
Okay. I gotta get a compass to find out.
Thanks. I'll see you
Daddy,
there.
nice seeing you.
And me, it's never nice, but it's business.
9 o'clock. Okay. Get some rest.
Yeah, I'll see you. Thanks. But Mom, do you get it? Come here. You didn't even tell me the truth when you were telling me the truth. When you're breaking down and telling me the truth, you lied to me. Tell me what you told me on the phone. You told me you didn't want to tell me what? Because I would get mad. Like I always do when you do this. When you do this. No, come here! I'm not done with you. Sit down. You're not walking away. Sit down.
First, I'll go to the bathroom and I'll be right out.
I gotta go, Mom. Go, but God damn it. And when you're thinking about stuff, you don't have to think about it, you have to tell me. You're thinking about how to lie when you take time. We've established that earlier. Tell me what you told me that Laura Henning told you.
Okay, she said that they would not put the house up for foreclosure because I already had paid $2,000 on the taxes. You know, on the
That's not what
2019.
you. That's
Just a
not,
minute.
No, Mom, stop
And
right
she
now.
said that.
You're not asking the question I asked you. I'm not asking you what she said. I'm asking you what you told me on the phone.
Okay,
What you think you told me on the phone, I'm asking you. And just tell me. You shouldn't have to think about it.
I told you that I made arrangements with Laura Henning that we had 30 days to sell the house.
That's it. That's all you told me. Okay?
Yeah.
So what was the real truth of what she told you?
I had to have a sign in the front yard, or a realtor with a realtor that was really going to sell it, with a sign and everything else, and that they would not put it up for foreclosure or anything like that. For foreclosure. That's what she said that had to be done. That if I made it.
But we're both in agreement. You didn't tell me that, and that's not even what you told Jerry at first. You told me that it had to be sold within 30 days, not up for sale. Okay?
She said that any reasonable offer would have to be entertained. A reasonable offer. Get a couple.
Fine, you're adding more stuff, but you're literally not answering my question. I asked you a question. Would you quit mumbling and listen to what I'm saying and answer the question? It's a yes or no question. What you told me on the phone and what she actually made an agreement are completely different, are they not? Yes or no?
Oh, yes, not.
You're telling me you told me what you on the phone? What you told Jerry here after the second telling? You're telling me that the house had to be sold within 30 days, and the reason you didn't tell me was because I would get angry, which is exactly what you did to my dad his entire life. So my dad never even knew any time anybody got in trouble or he was bankrupt or anything. He never knew whenever anything happened because you didn't want to get mad, so you made the decisions, and you're doing the same thing for me forever. But that's not the question here. The question was, you're telling me that the house has to be sold in 30 days, and the reason you didn't tell me because I would be mad is the exact same thing as her telling you that you had to have the house up for sale in 30 days? You're telling me that's the exact same thing? Yes or no? It doesn't require a big answer. You're telling me that the two things I said are exactly the same?
No, not exactly.
How do they differ?
She said that.
How do they differ? That's a specific question. How do they differ?
More time.
I'm not asking your opinion.
Okay.
I'm asking what's the difference. One, it has to be up for sale. Truth. What you told me has to be sold. And you literally can't discern the difference between the two.
Because maybe I just don't remember exactly.
No, you do remember. You established it because you can tell me both.
Yeah.
But you're telling me you can't tell the difference between having to sell a house in 30 days and having a house up for sale in 30 days. You're telling me you can't tell the difference between those.
Yes, there is a difference.
What's the difference?
Time.
No, what's the difference? The difference is one, it has to be up for fucking sale. And the other one, it has to be sold. That's not time. That's not time. And you literally can't do that level of reasoning. You're incapable of it. But yet you made all decisions at the store and in our family finances and in all our family forever. And I get mad and upset. It's the same thing like I told you about Kryptonite. I have no problem talking to anybody until somebody fucks the situation over by saying something like I'm stalking them. Fuck yeah, that's Kryptonite. It's pretty fucking strong at that point, wouldn't you say? Me trying to make a decision when you're literally not telling me. And how many days ago did you know this? And all I've been spending is since COVID, will we agree? All I have been doing since COVID is begging you to take care of this. Is that true or not?
Yes.
And what did you do?
Nothing.
You made it worse in every way, and you blamed me. You ruined my life, did you not? Yes or no?
Yes.
Why? All you had to do is go in and sign that paper. We just had to go talk to him at the bank, and you decided not to do it, and that was going into COVID. And I begged you, didn't I? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. No, we're not done. Mom, I'm stepping out of this. I'm not going over by Jerry's even. I'm not doing anything if you're not going to finish this out. Because you fucking ruined my life on purpose. And I'm not going to get the answer of why. I don't know why you ruined all your kids' lives in some way or another. I don't know what that gets you. That's not what we're here for today. My question is this. We made an agreement that I was going to fix up your house and sell it, and we would split it 50-50, and then, no, actually it was going to be 30% that you're going to take of the profit, right? And what happened, in my opinion, doesn't matter, but you're going to take 30% of the profit. So do you agree that I paid off the taxes a bunch of years ago? Did I or didn't I?
Yeah.
Was that a lot of money? How many years taxes was that?
4,000.
That was the initial thing I paid, right? Cash on your thing. Okay, I don't know what the number is. Who had no money to spare and was working day to day to try to fix your house? Who?
You.
How did my family help with this? With your house? Did they help?
No.
Did they hurt? Did you make all these decisions on your own?
Yes.
Why did you let this happen to me? Again. Why did I stay in Sheboygan when Dad died? Why did I stay? When I came back here, I was just back here for a couple months and I was leaving. Why did I stay? We just covered this today. Why did I stay? Why did I stay? Because you were afraid of who?
Oh, correct.
Okay. Why did I stay? Why did I stay? You just said it. Why did I stay? Because you begged me to stay because you're afraid of who?
Oh, correct.
Say why I stayed. Tell me why I stayed here. You can't? You can't put that into a sentence?
Because of Rick?
No, not at all.
What did you literally don't want to answer this question? I'm not going to help you at all. I'm not going over by Jerry's, and I'm literally just going to write about it and publish it. Okay? I don't have time for this shit. You're costing me fucking my life again. I can't work. You know that. We covered this today. What happened today happened literally because you were doing this all day. It's getting worse by the minute as you're doing this. I'm not meeting Jerry now. I'm not going over there because you're fucking around here because you won't say it. But I say, why did I stay? Who are you afraid of? What did you say to me the day that I got my check for my grandpa's inheritance, that shitty fuck amount, $4,000? What did you say to me?
Oh my God, I don't remember.
You totally do, because you just said it 3 times, but you're only saying the name because you don't want to say it out loud. Why did I stay in Sheboygan? Why did I break down crying in your house and say, God damn it, you're going to fuck me over and then I'm going to get hurt and I'm going to end up being stuck here and shit goes wrong all the time and it sure the fuck did go wrong. This is over a decade ago and all I've been trying to do is leave since, okay? And you know that, but you're just literally choosing not to tell me again. You're choosing to lie to me and you're fucking it up and you're making it worse. Much worse. Because you know what I'm going to do today instead of going over and taking care of the house. We both know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this not my problem. Because you refuse to answer me right now. You refuse to tell me what you openly know. Why the fuck did I stay here?
You stayed because I was afraid of Rick.
And you couldn't say that?
I did say it.
No, you did not. It took me took me a fucking hour to get this out of you just now. And god damn it, why did I stay here? Why did I stay here?
Because I was afraid of Rick? Because
Well, of
I was
course.
afraid of Rick.
And you begged me and started crying and I started crying and you said I can't leave because you're afraid of Rick. I was the hottest property on the planet with a brand new master's degree in fucking online journalism and presidential politics behind me. I stayed here because you're afraid of my brother, right? And I told you you were going to fuck me. My son later when he came told me the same, told me not to deal with you. So what happened later? You decide you're going to get rid of your house, right? Am I wrong in saying your daughters told you just sell it as is for about 70 grand? I go, Mom, it doesn't need that much work and we could sell it for at least 200,000. And I had Menzer go through and move it with Menz and he agreed. He goes, yeah, finish this stuff up and I can move it for 200 easy. And I'm kind of like, there you go. We agreed you'd get 30% of it. Where did you get mad? You made an agreement of 30% of profit. I told you the more I have to put in and the more it takes and the more I have to spend, that comes out of profit. And so your profit got ate up. I just still agreed that I'd give you half just to get it done. So I was going to give you more just to get it done. And what did you do to me? Don't think about it. You know what you did. Say it.
I didn't sell it to you.
Why? And did you refuse to take care of anything as much as I begged and cried for 5 years now? 5 years. And while I'm begging and crying you, I'm telling you about what's going on with this girl that I found interesting out at the sports court. And I literally, that got turned in, where other than saying a story about how pretty she is, the only person I told anything was you. And that became an issue for me and called everything, but that's secondary. But literally, you purposely even lied to me today. You're lying to me right now by not answering me. You do all this shit. But honestly, I stayed here for why? Say it again. Not like, oh, you're pretending. Tell me what you... Am I right in saying you told me that you want me to... I have to stay here because you're afraid of Rick? That's right, right?
That's right, right.
Okay. And then what did you turn around and do? Had Rick move in with you here. Did you not?
When I moved in here, he never lived here.
Then why was he sleeping here and all the time? in here all the time.
He wasn't living here. He wasn't living here, Michael.
Then why, the night that he basically got run out of time by out at the things, why was he here then? Why was he here that? Da da da. And quite literally, you knew I was being set up for this shit and whatever. Bottom line is, he wasn't living here. Fine. But my brother's in town again. You had my brother here in and out of here all the time. You literally weren't afraid of him, were you? You just wanted him out of your house. And you wanted me to stay. You weren't afraid of him, were you? Were you? Were you? Why would either you? That's a yes or no question that shouldn't take more than a second, Mom.
Okay.
And when you're doing it, it tells you
Yeah.
how fucking evil you are.
Yes.
You were afraid of him?
I guess I didn't want him around. I just wanted somebody to get rid of him, probably. Jesus Christ.
And didn't you just do the same thing to John and Melissa?
No.
Didn't I render John unconscious because they were screaming in your hallway and you were yelling at him and they're all this and that and they had been living with you and John attacked me, so I grabbed him and I just choked him out. Melissa was hitting me and I literally said I can't let him go until he's unconscious. He's not going to be hurt, but if I let him go, he's going to fucking attack me. I don't have a choice but doing this. And I did it because they came in and you were being very confrontational with them. And they had just been living with you, right or wrong?
Right. And I remember that I yelled at John because he had yelled at Melissa.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I only heard John yelling, and Melissa said, well, you don't know what I said, Grandma. I said, no, I don't. But I heard him yelling, and I told him he couldn't yell like that.
And so he came at me.
Yeah, because you said to him that he could, shouldn't be yelling at me.
And so what did he do? He came at me. He attacked
so he came
me.
at you because you were
And I
told him
literally
to behave himself, and he, of course,
slipped his punch, and I choked him out that fast, right?
Right.
It was not a fight.
No.
I choked him out when his dad came over later and asked me why I did that to him. I go, tell your son not to lead with his face, for starters. And I did the most compassionate thing I possibly could, and I just rendered him unconscious as fast. I made sure I didn't hit him. I made sure I didn't hurt him, but he was trying to hurt me. When I came in here that night that Rick was trying to set me up, and I told you about it, and I saw that sports core girl, Kristen, sitting at the thing when I'm walking down, and I stopped in at the bars, told the people, hey, this is what's going on. I could see I was being set up. She's sitting at the window at the thing, and you know this all in real time, but you pretend this is just all fucking fantasy in my mind. But bottom line is, Rick was sitting outside the window with Charlie. She's in a fucking white dress sitting there, looking kicker, and I'm kind of like, literally, I would have went up to her and foolishly got arrested that night. It would have been the first time I would have walked up to her in public. I was just walking down Michigan Avenue, leaving your house, just going out, going to walk down the lake. I saw I was being, what I feel, set up. She's sitting in the window alone. Rick's underneath there with Charlie. I'm going to come up and say hi, and they're going to say, oh, you're stalking, because Melissa came up to me and said, my God, your Uncle Bill? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? So she starts telling me what they were talking about over there. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking? I haven't even talked to Rick and Rachel in years, other than taking her kids up north, right? Is that true or not?
Yeah.
Words,
that's
not
true.
faces.
That's true.
All true what I said,
All
right?
true what you said.
Okay, so basically, I went in by Rubens, and I told all these rich fuckers and that know Rick. I told them what went on, and they go, we hate that fucker. And I go, well, I go, really? I go, I thought you guys were friends. They're like, no, we're nice, whatever. And then I came back here, and Rick came back here crying that night, didn't he? It's what you told me. I wasn't here. He came back here bitching and crying. Yes or no?
Yes, he did.
Because what happened to him when he walked down Michigan Avenue? When he left Urbane and walked by to see why I didn't walk up to Urbane or whatever, he came walking towards Urbane with Charlie, and what happened to him?
They yelled at him or something.
All kinds of names, and I told him not to do it because he's staying by my mom's and I gotta go over there, right?
Right.
So fast forward, after all this got blown up to such a degree that it ruined my life, honestly, and my life, I mean, literally makes it impossible. Fuck that girl's life to shit. And it's kind of like, is what I felt bad about. And that's what I didn't know how to extricate myself because everybody has hung me out. Am I wrong? But that's what happened, right? She literally is in fear of me to this day. Right? Right?
I guess
Yes or
so.
no?
I guess yes.
And
But I
she
don't-
has a good right to be, doesn't she?
Yes.
I move very quick. I'm everywhere. I'm ba-bam. You know what I mean? I'm the human fucking time bomb.
Right.
Okay? And what do you call me? Every woman's nightmare. Why do you call me everyone's nightmare? Do you remember that, or you don't remember that you called me that a bunch? I'm every woman's nightmare because they think I want to do stuff with them and I don't. True or false?
True.
And what's my MO with women? What are the odds of me picking up a woman, asking a woman to order anything? When's the last time you've heard of me doing that? In my life.
Never.
Have I ever even asked a woman out?
No.
Have I made friends with lots of people through life? I've never even asked a woman out. I've never done anything with a woman, period, other than my wife, right?
Right.
But yet, I'm the stalker pervert guy now, right? Right? It's true. It's what my MO is, okay? I mean, literally, I walk into Major Leagues and my Uncle Bob says, "Oh, you jerking off?" And I'm like, "Oh, geez, great." And the bottom line is, but that literally, it fucked up her life, fucked up my life, fucked up your grandson's life, but that's neither here nor there. But when you say you don't, but the bottom line is, I tried to get you to sign this whole over. The only reason I visited you during COVID at all, instead of working, I was trying to get it done because I knew I can't do anymore because my son's telling me I'm an idiot for working with you. My sister's telling me the same thing, and nobody, literally, I became the black sheep of the family over this. Zero doubt about it, right? Was I invited to Thanksgiving? These are yes or no questions. These aren't think about it questions.
Tracy said to me, "Is Michael coming?" And I said, "I don't know." I
told there was Thanksgiving?
I told you you knew where I was going.
No, I didn't. We never talked about Thanksgiving.
Not at all.
Ever. Because I wasn't invited, okay? That invitations happen by people knowing event is happening. How do I know to go to Thanksgiving when I'm not invited? Again, I have not been invited to any family events since this shit started, right? My whole family goes to my cousin's wedding. I'm not invited. I was at the Black Pig. I'm not invited. But that's besides the point. I mean, but the whole point is, what I'm saying is, going into COVID, I had a 700 and something fucking FICO score, which isn't that great, but I built it up after being crippled all those years and not supposed to walk in this and that and da-da-da, which everybody just decided that, I was crazy. But either way, so I built that up. Did all the repairs on the house, got it ready, wanted you to sign it over. And literally after I put all my money into it, all my time, you just absolutely refused to even do it. You just pretended you didn't know anything. And that was right before COVID lockdown. And this has been my life ever since. And you know it bankrupted me, you know this and that, and you literally do nothing to help me or to tell the truth. Am I wrong?
No.
And right now, the pipes burst today, literally, because instead of answering me and I'm trying to get you to take care of stuff, you refused to take care of it, and you just sat there and did the same thing again until you made it a goddamn situation, didn't you?
Yes.
I'm gonna go over by Jerry now, and it's like, fuck, Mom. I mean, my God. Everybody in the family, but you totally ruined my life on purpose. You ruined Ike's life. You ruined Rick's life. Did I not come here to come up these stairs to come see you? What happened when I came up to see you that one day? You tell me what happened. It's pretty blatant. You know what happened. Just say it. Don't think about it. Say it. What happened when I came up here the stairs that day?
Rick jumped you.
Yeah?
I did not tell him to.
I'm not
Goddamn
saying you
did.
did. But
Oh,
didn't he block the stairways, told me you weren't home, and when I decided to walk by him, what did he do?
He jumped you.
Yeah, and he tried to rip my hair out, right? And he tried to record it on camera, and all I did is what I did to John. I took my left hand, wrapped it around his neck, and told him, quit fucking doing what you're doing, and I'll let you go. And then I kicked his cell phone under my car, and he was just screaming, where's my cell phone, where's my cell phone? I go, it's right fucking there. And we left here, and I took you to McDonald's to get a coffee. While we were driving, who called you? Rick. Yes or no? And what was Rick asking you on the phone? Did he not call in, and he was asking you if the police were there yet? Because he thought he was going to get arrested, right?
Oh, right.
Right. And the bottom line is, you told him nobody called the police, he didn't believe you, and that's when he didn't come back here. And then he said he left town, right? And then a week or so later, he actually left town. To where? Lead, Colorado, right? You know that. Why do you not? I'm asking yes no questions. I'm not asking non questions. I asked you for a name and you just didn't answer me. It's what you do all the time. It's why this takes forever. This conversation shouldn't have took more than a minute, what we're doing right now. More than a minute, but you literally won't answer me. Truthfully, that's why I'm badgering you. But literally, Rick set me up to try to get me put in fucking jail for coming to visit you. I was supposed to look like I beat him up coming up to see you. Right or wrong?
I think you're right. But I don't know why the hell he did that, because I never
I never said you did. Never said you did. But he did it. Right? He definitely did it.
Yes, he did it.
He tried to get me arrested for it. And he tried to, and when I got the camera and took the fucking chip out of his phone, it was like, congratulations. Get the fuck out of town, I told him, right? And if you don't go to town, I'm going to 3-strike you because you know what felonies you committed. And I never pressed any charges on Rick ever. I tried to get him mental health back in the day. He ended up in prison because you guys all exasperated it, right? I literally just tried to get him mental health after he robbed you back in the day, right?
Right.
I literally was trying to help him. And I am the bad guy in his life and everybody's life story. So who was at Thanksgiving? Who?
Rick.
And who else is there?
Rachel.
And who else? My son, right?
Ike was there.
And who wasn't invited? Me. Not invited. Okay? Not invited. Do you realize is that true or not?
It is true.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm the bad one. And I've had to live with that for 5 years now. And I couldn't sleep. The only reason I've been over here for almost a month now is because I couldn't sleep and couldn't stand going back to your house. So I was sleeping in my car. I've been living out of my car for the last several months. Almost 5 months now I've been living out of my car. because I don't have any place to go, and you wouldn't help me. I completely did nothing. Have I not done every waking moment to do everything I could to make myself a better person and a better life?
Yes.
Did I successfully accomplish a lot of things for myself?
Yes.
And am I further behind than when I started?
No.
How can you possibly say that? I don't have a house. I'm homeless. I'm 5 years older. I have a girl that's totally deathly afraid of me, that wishes I would die. I have a yoga teacher that thinks I'm doing the same thing to her, and she had a little breakdown over this. I've been in a breakdown for at least 5 years. I've been in a total fucking breakdown. And today your great grandson that got a sex change is on the verge of getting committed to a mental institution. How am I ahead? My son won't talk to me. Thinks I'm fucking a loser and nuts because of this. How am I ahead? Everybody in town loves me you see it, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Until they find out what my story is. Yes or no? And then when they hear something about the sports court thing, I literally become the creepiest motherfucker on earth. And we both know that literally I went, I got going over by Jerry, but it's like,